I wish that I could be like the cool kids. Yes, first of all, I'm talking about the absolute hit, the hit by Echo Smith. That's right, you guys need to give that a listen. And I also mention it for another reason. The cool kids were always the people in high school or wherever that were, you just wanted to be like them. And everything that they did, you wanted to do exactly that. And I feel like just because, there's a couple people out there for the Las Vegas Raiders that are acting like the cool kids and that are going out there and just putting all this hate on this team. It's just this is the only time in my life I don't want to be like the cool kids, because I feel like this is too soon. I don't remember how many weeks it's been. Oh yeah, it's week 2. It's week dose, okay? There is no reason to panic. I understand. Everybody, including us, we were all hyping up the Raiders before the season. And I will admit, I'll extend the olive branch and stop talking with my hands at the same time. They need to be able to win those 2 games. They're 2 very winnable games against 2 opponents that, quite frankly, you shouldn't have lost to. I understand all that. But at the same time, this is the first game. This is like the first 2 weeks of the NFL season. We're not even a month into this thing and people are already freaking out. There's still a lot of football left to be played. Need I remind you, last year during like week 5, the Chiefs were looking out of it. And somehow they magically pulled out and were able to, make it all the way to the AFC Championship game. So I'm not ready. I'm not throwing out the panic flag. I'm not the one that's going to go out here and say that everybody needs to panic yet. Now, if they lose to the Titans, maybe it'll be a different story. But when you look at this roster, we have outlined it multiple times. We have shown that this team, especially if it gets Davante Adams set up, the defensive line, but we're going to come out with a video about what the defense needs to do differently coming out tomorrow night. You got to get Malcolm Kuntz in there. You got to be able to put some of your playmakers in there and just make some plays on defense. But overall, the offense, to a degree, has gotten it done. I mean, you had a 20-0 lead over the Arizona Cardinals in week 2 there. But at the same time, need I remind you that you completely also just let Kyler Murray get back into that game and just run around like he was. Somebody said he looks like a toddler running away after he stole your phone. I cannot unsee it. I absolutely love it. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. And, it's one of those things where I am not ready to just say this is the end. This is how we are going down. No, sir. We are still going to be able to pull this out, I think. Now, again, what needs to change? What just needs to happen for the Raiders to do that? Well, obviously, they need to start winning games. That's the number one thing that everybody should know by now. But I think the biggest thing to take away from that is this team, a new head coach, a new coaching staff. There's a whole lot of newness in this organization. I think they have the right coaching. I think that they have the right systems in place. Everybody has to buy in. Everybody has to fully believe, from the top, from the head coach, all the way down to the guy that does the tape or the guy that in the background. It doesn't matter. Everybody needs to believe that this is the Raiders' year. Now, do I think that it's going to have their challenges? Yes. But at the same time, I think that they have the talent to make it at least to the AFC title game. Do they have the talent for the Super Bowl? Maybe. I don't know. It's a good question. I would say, it's a tough toss-up right now. But I will say is that I am also not ready. It's not over for the Las Vegas Raiders. I honestly think that, after teams tend to kind of get their lumps about them, they're able to regroup, get back into it. And I get it. I'm a Vikings fan and a Raiders fan. I just get the idea of needing to, you need a solid winner. You need something to start your week off right. You didn't get it. Okay, you have 24 hours to mope about it. This is what my coach always told me. You have 24 hours to mope about it, and then the rest of the time is, okay, what's next? The Titans are next. Malik Willis and company are going to be facing off against the Raiders this week in week 3. Maybe Malik Willis or Ryan Tannehill, whoever it is. I don't care. I know that a lot of people are saying that they're angry or whatever, but the last time I checked, Derrick Henry, he's had a really good career in the NFL. I don't know what he's going to do in week 3, but he is public enemy numero uno. If they shut down Derrick Henry and they make Malik Willis or Ryan Tannehill, whoever it is, beat you, I think they've got a good chance. And please, for the love of God, if Davante Adams doesn't have at least 12 targets by the end of this game, something went horribly wrong. So I want to see more targets for Davante Adams and all of your playmakers. I don't care if you have to force feed all of these guys. Make it happen. And please shut down Derrick Henry. I know it's easier said than done, but if you can find a way to make him a non-factor, I think the Raiders have a shot, and they can get steamrolling and get rolling throughout the rest of the season. And let me say it again for the people in the back. It's not over for the Las Vegas Raiders. But let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. Leave those likes. Leave those likes. That's what helps us out, people. We love you guys so much. We thank you for all the support you guys have given us. In the description down below, you'll find all of our social media platforms and all of our, all that stuff. Just make sure you guys give us a like and a follow. Also, remember to give us a listen and sub on iTunes. And finally, if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com. Or put it in the comment section down below, and we would love to cover it. But let us know what you guys think about it not being over for the Las Vegas Raiders.